I'm a weirdo. I don't belong here. Happy days. Love you, bro. I'm often asked why I live where I do. For many, it doesn't seem logical to be so far away from one's homeland. But when I wake up in the morning and look out my balcony and see this winter wonderland, it reminds me of why I've lived here for 22 years in a little cottage in the Carpathian Mountains of East Slovakia. It's not easy, but every day is a challenge which reminds me why I'm alive. As many of you have probably already gathered, life out here revolves around wood. And it doesn't matter what the temperature is, if it's raining or snowing, the house runs on wood. And to keep my family and myself warm, I need to chop. But I love it. I don't need a gym. I don't need a fitness trainer. Nature has provided me with all I need to keep myself physically fit. Some may see it as monotonous, doing the same task over and over again. But it's not. It's rewarding in its own right. And it's a little form of Zen meditation every day. We have 3 fires in the house which need to be kept stocked and going all through winter. They're not always successful, but when they are, they're cozy, and they make life, when the world outside is a blizzard and a whiteout, they make life that much more comfortable and welcoming. The wild animals draw closer to the house and the garden when the weather is bad. But my dog keeps them away with his bark. Going to the shop is a task. First, I have to clear the snow from my car, and today I'm very grateful that there wasn't a freezing rain, which leaves an inch of thick ice all over the windows which needs to be scraped off. But it's fun. There's something therapeutic mentally about cleaning your car of snow and preparing yourself to drive on what many countries would see as deadly conditions. But for us out here, they're just a normal part of daily life. I find myself hypnotized so often by the staggering beauty of all seasons of the Carpathians. But winter is so extreme, so black and white, so harsh, yet beautiful. The nearest shop is a tiny little shop cum bar about 4 or 5 miles away in a small village. It doesn't offer much, but then again, I'm not buying much today. We leave the big shopping for the city. And then back home again, adrenaline pumping as I feel the car slide occasionally. Even the hunting towers look bleak and alone, as do the thunder boxes which still decorate village gardens. Once home, I have work to do outside. There is always something to do around the garden or around the house, something to build or something to repair. This time I have to temporarily deal with my back fence. Originally it was 2 meters tall, now it stands less than a meter. I know I need to replace it, and I will do in summer. Now all I can do is try to prop it up to stop the animals getting in. We have a lot of large wild animals which during winter see my garden as a banquet hall, and they eat all the little plum trees and apple trees and tuya. A 2-meter high fence is nothing for a red deer. It jumps and slams its body down on it so the others can get through. A wild boar can jump 1.5 meters, which is about 5 foot. And all I can do is try to stave off the invasion for one more day. I have the feeling that everything I do here is just a temporary fix, and that nature, slowly but surely, claims back its own. Living here gives me the opportunity to focus on the activities I love, writing being at the foremost. I love writing, and if I lived under different circumstances, I would have neither the time nor the freedom to express myself in that manner. I also paint. Painting for me is a good means of expressing what I'm feeling. At heart, I'm an aesthete. Like I said, I get hypnotized by beauty of all types. I also like to let my mind explore, and from that construct art as a form of expression. Every so often, I'll hold an exhibition in a different town and sell some of my paintings. For the last couple of years, I've been working on painting animal skins. But it's not just the physical world that holds my attention. I spend a good deal of my free time exploring the metaphysical and the spiritual in all aspects. And then there's my faithful companion. I have a wife and 3 children with whom I live, but there's one little fella who spends his days with me, and his nights, as, unlike the other village dogs who sleep outside on chains, he sleeps next to me in my bed. He barks and he marks his territory, and that's what he does 24 hours a day. I originally got him because we had problems with foxes in the garden, and he sees his duty as protecting his domain from the wild beasts and unwanted humans who may try to stumble in. Each evening, when we can, we go on a long walk up an abandoned road, up into the hills. It's a steep, steep climb, and it leaves us exhausted, but it's staggeringly beautiful, and so many species of animals surround us. And then, before bed, it's back out to the woodshed to stock up for the evening and to keep the fires going during the night. It's currently -10, and the snow looks like it's got 1,000,000 diamonds across its surface as the moonlight reflects upon it. Another day in the Carpathians. Some might say it's hard graft, and they prefer to be wrapped up with their modern conveniences. But for me, I like to feel that I'm alive, and every pain and every exhaustion I go through just reminds me that I am truly, truly alive here. And another day passes. I wonder what the future will bring, because I have seen many, many changes over the last 2 decades. And I hope my children remember these times as being good and healthy, and they look back and remember their childhood in the Carpathian Mountains of East Slovakia, where the deer and the wolf roam, and foxes and boar are common garden visitors.